What's up, guys? Matt Brown here for TheLines.com, PlayPicks.com. Let's talk some Monday Night Football. Giants at the Chiefs. Put a bow on this very weird and wacky Week 8 here in the NFL. We see some more wackiness tonight in this Giants and Chiefs game. We shall see. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me with the way that this week has gone. While you're here, as always, guys, everything we do absolutely free. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Go ahead and let us know in the comment section how you are playing this game as we sit right now. Of course, you know, the Chiefs coming off of an embarrassing loss where they only scored 3 points last week. Didn't really matter here, though, in the betting market. As you see, they are as high as 10.5-point favorites in this game against the New York Giants. Total, as we take a look right here, you can see best lines. If you wanted an under, there's a 52.5 available. If you wanted an over, there's a 52 available. On the injury side of things, Giants, Saquon Barkley out, Kenny Golladay out, linebacker Lorenzo Carter out. Wide receivers Kadarius Toney and Sterling Shepard are both questionable for the Giants this week. On the Chiefs side of things, linebacker Anthony Hitchens is out. Questionable for them, cornerback Charvarius Reed and offensive tackle Mike Remmers. So, Giants wide receiver situation with Golladay being out. Of course, Saquon Barkley, pretty good receiver out of the backfield as well for Daniel Jones, out. And now Kadarius Toney, Sterling Shepard, both questionable in this game. So the big problem, as we've seen so far, and I thought there'd be some regression back to the mean last week. It did not happen. It continued to happen, is the Chiefs turning the ball over. They just cannot keep from turning the ball over. As we sit right now recording this, the Chiefs are turning the ball over nearly 1 in every 4 drives. It's like 24.5% or something, 24.4%. Nearly 1 in every 4 drives, they are turning the ball over. And it's typically Patrick Mahomes trying to do something that really is kind of out of character for him. You know, he usually has been pretty smart with the ball and usually he's not made reckless throws, but he's been doing that a lot lately. And then there's been just some really bad tip luck as well as interception luck, fumble recovery luck, all that stuff like that. They just haven't recovered very many fumbles. There's been a lot of these like little tip interceptions where a lot of times the ball just falls harmlessly to the ground after a receiver tips it. Seems like every one of these passes that are getting tipped are ended up in the other team's hands right now, so far for Patrick Mahomes. Now, could that change this game? Could the regression monsters and kind of bring this thing back to normal? We shall see. You would certainly hope that if you were backing the Chiefs in this one. If we take a look at the stats, I mean, it's the same deal, right? I mean, the Giants' offense has not been good. And it's certainly not going to be good if Kadarius Toney and Sterling Shepard aren't going to be out there, along with Saquon Barkley and Kenny Golladay, who are already ruled out. It's 27th overall DVOA, 25th overall Pro Football Focus. Their early down success has been terrible. 28th in early down success rate, 28th in early down EPA. They're 26th in points per play. Their red zone offense is dead last as far as touchdown percentage. What could remedy that, though, is maybe this defense of the Chiefs, which, by the way, is pretty much dead last. And, well, I mean, pretty much on the bottom 3 in every single major category out there. 31st DVOA, 31st against the pass DVOA, 31st against the run DVOA, 31st according to Pro Football Focus overall defense. They have them 20th against the pass and then dead last against the run. Pass rush win rate, 28th. Run stop win rate, 32nd in the league. Yards per play allowed, 32nd in the league. Yards per pass allowed, 30th in the league. Yards per rush allowed, 28th in the league. Early down success rate, early down EPA given up, dead last. Points per play, 31st. So you get the picture. It's been terrible. Absolutely terrible. But the Giants' offense has not been very good and then could be without. We already know they're without Golladay. We already know they're without Barkley. Could be without Toney. Could be without Sterling Shepard. On the offensive side of the ball for the Chiefs, they've actually been good when they're not turning the ball over. They have long drives. They're staying in drives. They're picking up first downs. It's just the turnovers that's been killing this offense. They're 5th overall DVOA right now in offense. If you look, early down success rate, they are 4th overall in the league. Yards per play, they're 5th overall in the league. It's just they keep giving the ball to the other team. On the defensive side of the ball for the Giants, they are just kind of middle of the pack, maybe to the bottom half. 19th, 22nd, DVOA and Pro Football Focus. Their pressure rate's way down at 29th. They're getting no pressure on the quarterback, which would be good for Patrick Mahomes. They're blitzing a ton, but they're still not getting home on this stuff. And so if we kind of go by, and I'll scroll up here so you can read along a little bit more. But if we go by what's going on so far, they shouldn't be able to get to Patrick Mahomes all that often. The question becomes, do you believe in 10 or 10.5? Do you believe they can cover a 10-point spread? My answer to this is, and I hate to do this if, then this, then that, but look, if Kadarius Toney and Sterling Shepard don't go, to go along with Kenny Golladay, to go along with Saquon Barkley, if people think that Daniel Jones and them are going to be able to get it done with just Darius Slayton and Evan Ingram, I don't think that's going to be the case, even with as bad as this Kansas City defense has been. So if that were the case, I lean the Chiefs to cover. I'd probably play the Chiefs to cover if that's the case. However, if they both play, I think the back door is wide open, and then you can get the 10 and a hook as well. So even if the Chiefs do get out to a lead, if you have those wide receivers out there, when the defense is playing super soft, like the back door is always wide open for something like that, and then that would put me on the Giants at 10.5. And then I look at the other side of this from a total standpoint, where we're sitting at 52.5 at MGM. No Toney, no Shepard to go along with no Barkley, no Golladay. I'm on the under. Where are the points going to come from on the Giants side of the ball? I understand that Kansas City's defense is bad, but you eventually have to have playmakers. It's still the NFL. You still got to be able to move the ball. Devontae Booker ain't that guy. So if those guys don't play, I'm going to be on the under. If they do play, I'll probably just pass on the total side of things, because I think it's probably about appropriate. But I'm looking for those guys not to play, and if those guys don't play, then it's the under for me on the total as well. So a lot to do with the injury news as we do that, as we go into this game. Now, if you have a good feel for what you think is going to happen, then you're going to want to make these plays. These numbers will be on the move. So if you're not sitting right at your computer at the 90 minutes or right on your phone at the 90 minutes when the injury reports come out, you might miss these numbers. You might miss the number you're looking for. So again, if you think those guys go, I like the 10.5 with the Giants. If you think those guys don't go, I think the Chiefs can cover. I really do. If you think those guys don't go, I really like the under as well. From a prop side of things, and you can come here to this, one of the things I am looking at is Darrell Williams. So he has taken over now that Clyde Edwards-Helaire is on IR. And you can take a look here, and this is the one that I'm really more looking at, is the rush attempts. And we're getting even money on the over at 14.5 for Darrell Williams. I have him projected at 17. No one else is getting carries on this team. Darrell Williams getting all the carries. So you got to think that they're going to run the ball a little bit more. Maybe try to not put as much on Patrick Mahomes. He has been kind of reckless with the ball. Plus, the New York Giants defense is much worse against the run than it is the pass. So with that, I kind of have this where he's projected for 17 carries. I like the over on the 14.5 for sure. The other one is our boy Patrick Mahomes. And no, it's not going to be a passing total. And no, it's not going to be a touchdown total. And no, it's not going to be an attempts total. You know what it's going to be? It is going to be rush yards. And we're going to be playing the over of the 19.5. And so why, you might ask? Patrick Mahomes has been actually just taken off. And he's not known for being super fast. And he's not super fast. But he is a dude that's just been taking advantage of opportunities. When he sees running lanes, he just takes off. He's gotten at least 26 rush yards in each of the last 5 games. And we're looking for 20. 19.5 is the line we're saying here. He's gotten at least 26 in the last 5 games. 45, 26, 61, 31, 35. So he's been a little bit quicker to pull it down and just go get it. And with that, I'm going to think that this is going to continue on. So I'm going to play the over on the 19.5 rush yards for Patrick Mahomes as well. So you see how I'm breaking this game down, guys. I have 2 props in the account. Darrell Williams over on carries, Mahomes over on rush yards. And then I'm waiting on this injury report. I'm going to be ready right at the 90 minutes, and I'm going to fire as soon as I know what's going on with Tony and with Shepard. Again, they play 10.5 on the Giants. They don't play. I think that the Chiefs will cover. I don't know if I'll get that in the account or not. If they don't play, though, the under would be the play for me here at 52.5. So all kinds of stuff going down. 90 minutes before kickoff. We're going to be sure and be on that. I like those 2 player props regardless of no matter what goes on there. Get those in the account. And then we'll deal with the other stuff whenever we get a little bit more clearer picture of what's going on with this one. But Chiefs, hold on to the ball. If they quit turning the ball over, they should be able to cover this spread no matter what. But that being said, they haven't been doing that. And until I see it, I'm not going to just assume that they're going to be able to do that. So that's why I even have the Giants in play in this thing. Guys, as always, everything we do, absolutely free. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. We're going to do a big giveaway before the end of the year. All you have to do is be a subscriber. As long as you're a subscriber, you are automatically entered. So appreciate all the support. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Let us know in the comment section how you're going to play this thing. Is it Giants no matter what? Is it Chiefs no matter what? You waiting on the injury report as well? Is there another player prop that you like in this thing? Let me know. See what you think. And good luck on all your bets for Monday Night Football.